Good morning, Amy. It's Chef Ken Hall. How are you today? Well, today what we're going to do is we are going to do something off of the grill, something geared for the guys. Sorry, but it's for the guys today. We're going to have blue cheese, and we're going to have garlic, and we're going to have all of those big, bold guy things today. So what I'm going to do is, I don't like just normal burgers, so what we're going to do is we're going to stuff a burger. We're going to stuff it with blue cheese and garlic. Then we're going to put sauteed onions and mushrooms on top of it with a little arugula, and we're going to have some fresh strawberries as a side. How does that sound? All right, well, we're going to get started. So what I did already was I started out earlier and I put some red onions and some mushrooms in the pan, because what I want to do is I want to caramelize these down. And then the little trick to this is kind of like a red wine balsamic mushroom and onion mix. So you can see we've got some color on the mushrooms and onions right now. So now what I've got in this cup here is I've got balsamic and red wine. I've got 1/3 of a cup of red wine with a couple of tablespoons of balsamic in there. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to let this cook down for a second. And what that does is, one, it gives our red onions a nice dark color. You may have heard of red onion confit before. That's a French thing that they would do with sugar and wine and vinegar. Well, we're going to leave out the vinegar and the sugar. All I want this to do is to absorb right into our mushrooms, and you can see how quickly it is absorbing right in there. And what that does is that just gives us a really, really nice color. Now we're going to let these sit and kind of cool just for a second, and we're going to go back to our burger. Now what I've got here is I've got ground sirloin, because I like steak burgers. I don't like just your typical ground beef. I like to get the ground sirloin so I feel like I'm eating a steak. And we're going to start with a little bit of salt and pepper mixed. Then what we're going to do is I've got some mayonnaise, some fresh garlic, and nice crumbly blue cheese. So we're going to put some blue cheese in here. We're just going to crumble it up. And we're going to mix this together. Just kind of smash it down. I just like to use a fork with this. And then again, what I want to do is I want to take a little bit of our salt and pepper mixture here. And I want to sprinkle a little salt and pepper in here. And we're going to mix this together so we have a nice creamy kind of blue cheese mixture. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my seasoning into my meat, mix this together. Then what we're going to do is we're going to divide this into 4 patties. So we've got 4 patties like this. And then we're just going to use our hands, kind of pat them down a little bit, make a little well in there. And we're going to take just about a tablespoon or so of this mixture, and we're going to kind of mix it over the top. I got a little bit much in there. We're going to mix it over the top, kind of pat it down. And we'll set these on a plate, and we'll go ahead. These go on the grill, and since this is in the middle, you don't have a lot, probably a little too much again. You don't have a thick layer of meat on both sides, so typically you do not have to cook these as long. So we're going to continue with those until they're all done. Those will go on the grill. Then to serve them, first let me wash my hands quick. And to serve them, what we're going to do is we're going to take a whole wheat bun. We're going to take a little bit more of this mixture. We're going to kind of spread this over the top. We're going to grab some of our mushrooms and onions. I like to put a little on the bottom, because when I put all of my mushrooms and onions on the top, they typically fall out as soon as I take a bite. And then we're going to take our burger off of the grill, and you can kind of see how the blue cheese is melted in there. We're going to put that on there, and then we're going to take some spicy fresh arugula, And then we're going to put our bun on there. And there you have it. We've got a stuffed mushroom and onion blue cheeseburger.